Why post the photo? If you don't want the likes, the comments, the thirst, the simps, the haters, all of the above, don't post the photo. You post that, you're looking for all of the comments.
What happens when a WNBA rookie cares more about Instagram likes than game time? Just ask Angel Reese. Her latest stunt has fans and legends shaking their heads. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is breaking records in the gym, not the internet. And Sue Bird? She's got some words for Reese that you won't believe.
It's really fun, rewarding, and also interesting to watch these younger athletes step into their professional careers. Obviously, Caitlin and Angel are two great examples.
In a league that's still fighting for mainstream attention, every move counts. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, seems to be spending more time on selfies and red carpets than layups and rebounds. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is out here looking like Rocky Balboa in a basketball jersey. No distractions, no excuses. But the real bombshell? WNBA legend Sue Bird just dropped a truth bomb that could derail Reese's entire career.
So much earlier, these athletes are thinking about themselves as businesses, as brands. And it's amazing because they're carrying that with them to the WNBA, and so everything's just bigger.
Reese's latest stunt? A mocha-colored animal print gown with a slit higher than her three-point percentage. Her Instagram was ablaze with likes, simps, and haters until she deleted her entire account. Fans said enough is enough. How can you wear that and then complain about being sexualized? Reese, who's always quick to clap back, seems to be clapping out of the game.
How can you wear that and also complain and post it and also complain that you don't like being sexualized? What is the take here?
You know, it's funny. I just did another show right before this one, and we talked about how this younger generation just wants to cry and be victims about everything, right?
While Reese is busy curating her personal brand, Caitlin Clark is perfecting hers, the old-fashioned way. Clark's off-season routine is intense. Skill drills, conditioning, and hours in the gym. She's not just working on threes. She's working on floaters, left-handed finishes, and getting stronger in every aspect.
You want to understand. You want to wear it. You feel great about it. You got a great body. You play in the WNBA, but you cannot cry. You cannot say anything. I mean, have you seen some of her TikTok posts? Like, she's literally held up an outline after getting waxed. You can literally see all of her business there outlined in blue wax. And I'm like, oh yes, please tell me how sexualized you are. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Enter Sue Bird, four-time WNBA champion and the ultimate voice of reason. In a recent interview, Bird warned the younger generation, keep basketball the main thing. She didn't say Reese's name, but the message was crystal clear. Don't lose sight of what got you here.
I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like there's just so many areas that I want to improve in and to continue to get in the gym and work on that every single day.
Reese is at a crossroads. She can be a fashion icon with a basketball in her hand, or an influencer who once played basketball. Bird's warning? It's not just about missing a few gym sessions. It's about the bigger picture, the long game, the thing that actually matters in pro sports.
Got a new coach who's going to give you new looks, new game plans. You've got another year with Aaliyah Boston, likely Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull. And then you've got the moves that the Fever can make in the offseason, whether it be free agency or the draft, to bolster the roster.
The internet's divided. Some fans say Reese has the right to express herself. Others argue that her social media obsession is overshadowing her real potential on the court.
They're in that world. And so my only advice is usually just to make sure they keep basketball the main thing, because at the end of the day, that is your vehicle.
Despite the drama, Reese still has time to prove herself. She's got the talent and the platform. But she'll have to decide, is she building a basketball career or an influencer brand? Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is laser-focused on her game, and it's paying off. Clark's setting records, Reese is setting the internet on fire. Only one of those gets you championships.
It's your vehicle to... Angel Reese has a podcast. It's her vehicle to be a podcaster, right? Whatever Caitlin ends up doing, it's the vehicle to get you to that point. So you always want to make sure that part doesn't fall off.
Sue Bird's message isn't just for Angel Reese. It's for every young player in the WNBA. In a league where every point counts, every practice session matters. Reese can either take Bird's advice to heart and double down on her game, or fade into the background as just another social media star. The choice is hers, and the clock's ticking.
It's a balance. You have to find that balance. But when you look at some of the other athletes, particularly men, who've set a little bit of a blueprint in terms of the business and the sport, you never see LeBron miss a workout.
In a league where superstars are crowned overnight, one legend has finally had enough. Sue Bird, one of the greatest of all time, didn't mince words about Angel Reese's latest stunt. And it's got the entire WNBA buzzing.
A lot of the videos we see with Caitlin Clark, she's got actual men, grown men out there in her face trying to keep her from making shots and this and that and the other. There's not a lot of hands in Angel Reese's face here. And I am confused by the fact that she's trying to become this long-range player, it looks like. This is... she plays under the basket, or we thought she was playing under the basket.
Angel Reese has taken the WNBA by storm, or has she? From viral TikToks to controversy-filled games, she's been everywhere, except maybe where it matters most, on the court. And while she's busy cultivating her social media brand, the real work is happening behind the scenes. Enter Sue Bird, a four-time champion and the voice of accountability. In a league desperate for real leadership, Bird didn't hold back.
She's a rookie in the league whose team sucked, who asked out at the end of the season with an injury, who won't shut up about herself, who ran their best player out of town. The coach got fired, and she started a podcast 5 seconds into the thing, creating all this controversy, showing up.
In a recent interview, Bird was blunt. She said Reese's flashy stunts are not the mark of a true leader and that she's not Caitlin Clark. It wasn't just a criticism of Reese's style. It was a challenge to her entire approach to the game.
First round draft pick, had the season she had, the controversy she had, got injured in a questionable injury, asked out, and then started a podcast gossiping about everything in the league as a rookie? Please. Yeah. Meanwhile, Caitlin's head down, just in the gym,
ready to go.
You don't hear a peep from her. She cares about you got me wound up.
While Reese is perfecting her Instagram game, Caitlin Clark is perfecting her craft. Clark isn't just working, she's evolving. Her ball handling under pressure, her mid-range game, and her finishing through contact are all getting next-level attention. Compare that to Reese's 39.1% shooting in the paint. Unacceptable for someone 6 feet 3 inches playing under the basket.
You know who you are? You're the female Antoine Jameson. You know who Antoine Jameson is? He got 20,000 points with his shot. Whatever your shot is. Like, everybody's shot ain't gonna be Steph Curry. Your shot is your shot.
It's not just Bird. Shaquille O'Neal weighed in too, calling Reese a role player masquerading as a superstar. The numbers back him up. Reese's shooting inefficiency, her sloppy finishes under the rim, and her glaring defensive lapses are getting harder to ignore.
When she was literally the most inefficient player within 5 foot in all of the WNBA. Any which way you put it, she shot bad from the field. All right, she's 6'3" and she plays under the basket, and she shot 39.1% from the field.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is treating the offseason like a championship run. Her gym is her lab, every drill, every rep, targeted to her weaknesses. Clark's not just maintaining, she's becoming unstoppable.
I just come out here and try to, play basketball in a way that people love watching, in a way that is going to make my team successful, and the records and whatever, or the stats, that's just what comes.
And here's the real kicker. Leadership isn't about highlight reels, it's about heart. Sue Bird showed that for decades. Clark is living it now. Reese? She's got the talent, but the question is, does she have the commitment? Bird's words weren't just criticism. They were a warning.
I saw this workout. This workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark because she is directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look, honestly. I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamorous weaknesses.
Fans and analysts are split. Some say Bird's call-out is exactly what Reese needs. Others argue it's unfair to judge a young star so soon. But here's the truth. The WNBA is evolving. And in this new era, excuses don't cut it.
She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab, playing basketball. And it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break.
Caitlin Clark is sharpening every weakness. Her turnovers, her mid-range shots, her strength under the basket. She's taking the hits and coming back stronger. That's what Bird respects, and that's why Clark has become the league's measuring stick.
You're starting from a very high place, but as Michael Jordan once famously said, right, the ceiling is the roof. And there really is no ceiling on Caitlin Clark's game because of her vision. I think the thing that stands out the most to me is her court vision. And when you're able to shoot from deep the way she's able to shoot from deep.
But let's be clear, Reese's story isn't over. She has the raw talent. The question is, will she embrace the grind like Clark, like Bird? Will she let the criticism fuel her evolution, or will she double down on the distractions? This is her moment to decide.
There is really nothing you can do as a defense but hope the ball doesn't go in the basket. That's the level of greatness that Caitlin Clark can get to, where the defense's only hope is that she misses.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Whose side are you on? Sue Bird's tough love, Caitlin Clark's laser focus, or Angel Reese's unshaken confidence? Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because in the WNBA, the drama never sleeps.
The amount of people that have showed up in the stadiums, from the viewership numbers to people really wanting to wear a WNBA player's jersey or buy their merch or whatever it is, or have their shoe. Just how it's evolved in such a short period of time, I think shows everyone, there is real opportunity here. And get out and watch the W or watch the college game or whatever it is, the better it's going to be for the future of the game.